morning children. In a previous class we learned about the animal behavior, types of animal behavior, how they are going to help, and in that 4 types of animal behavior we completed. Instinct. Now we will discuss about imprinting. So in instinct also behavior, it is not learned. By birth only we got, and it is going to protect us from so many external and internal stimuli, like that we have discussed. So now what is imprinting? Okay, so imprinting is also a type of behavior where it is not learned. Okay, this also we are going to get by birth only. Then for example, if you observe young one whichever is hatching, so hen, if you see broody hen and the egg after hatching, and the chick or duckling, young ones they are called. So after hatching from the eggs, what do? They are going to follow the moving object. So imprinting is a type of behavior where the organisms are going to follow the moving objects. So they are going to feel that moving object is very much closely related to it, and it helps in recognition. Recognizing mother. So after immediately hatching from the eggs, the imprinting, a type of behavior, is going to help in recognizing mother. So that is the reason we will be observing the young ones how they follow their mother. Sometimes what is happening, even if they are not their mothers, if any other object is also there, for example more human beings are also there, or any other animal is there, if it is moving they follow. So you have seen a comic Tom and Jerry. So on the back of Jerry, you will be observing duckling how it will be moving. So it is going to feel that is said to be the mother, and it helps in the protection. So that is the imprinting behavior. So it helps to recognize the mother. Is it clear to you? Imprinting is a type of behavior where we are not going to learn it, and by birth only we are going to get it, imprinting, and we can able to recognize the mother. Imprinting behavior is helping helping the young one to recognize mother, and they feel that that moving back of the mother is going to help in providing food and protection. So when they are moving back of that moving object, young ones, then they feel that they are going to get food, and they are going to be getting protection from other organisms. So you might have observed many animals, even pet animals, how they be back of us. Is it clear to children? That is because of imprinting. Now we will discuss about another type of animal behavior, is conditioning. So conditioning is a type of animal behavior which is said to be a learned behavior. Whereas other two, instinct and imprinting, we are not learning them. We got them by birth only. So here conditioning is a type of learned behavior where it is going to show response to the stimuli. Okay. So response to stimuli means what? So any sudden change whichever is happening in the surroundings, that one we call it as stimuli. It may be external or internal. And response means whatever opposite action we are doing, that is called a response. So about this you will learn in 10th class. So response to stimuli is also an example for conditioning. Then this if we take human beings, so we are going to respond to the different types of stimuli in different ways. Is it clear to children? Best example, if national anthem is going to happen. Okay, if people are singing national anthem, flag hosting during. So what we are going to do? We salute and we are going to sing the national anthem. Is it not? We stand. Is it clear to you? We stand in attention. So that is a learned behavior. We are going to give respect to the national anthem. So like that here, one example I would like to give you where conditioning is observed in different situations. Stimuli is same only. So every day you are coming to school at 9 o'clock. So the class will begin at 9 o'clock first bell, then 9:10 second bell. Is it clear to you? So immediately after the first bell, what you will do? You will stand up and you are ready to do the prayer. Is it not? So then after the prayer, you will greet the teacher and you are going to sit in your places, and then for every period the same bell is given. Suppose. So bell is said to be the stimuli, and according to that you are going to act. So one period, if you have what is that one subject, next period you will take another subject. So in short break, if time comes at 10:30, what you are going to do? The bell is given for short break. Immediately you will start moving from your places and you will open your snacks and you are going to have it. You will go to your toilets. So like that, something it is happening. Is it not, children? Then lunch break. Then at last period, after the bell is given, immediately you will take your bags and you are rushing to your homes. So that all are the different experiences which you are going to exhibit, and that is because of a learned behavior which we call it as a conditioning. Is it clear to children? Then, so this conditioning, it is making you to learn so many things from your surroundings. You know that one saying also, one poem is there. Anaga nanaga raga mati sayillu chunundu, tinaga tinaga memu tiyanundu. Okay, so what it is going to make you to understand? So in the beginning, we don't know how to sing. So if we practice, we can sing very melodiously, nicely. How? Tinaga tinaga vemu tiyanundu. Vemu means neem leaves. So they will be very much bitter. Is it not, children? No one likes to eat. After a practice of eating the leaves for a long period of time, we are going to be habituated for that, and we feel it no bitter taste. So it will become, we feel that it is said to be sweet taste. So how we got that one? We got it, that is because of a type of behavior. We practiced that one. Okay, we learned it, so that this type of situations we are going to observe in our day-to-day life. So a famous scientist conducted so many experiments on conditioning. So Ivan Pavlov, a Russian scientist, he wanted to prove the behavior of this conditioning. So how the animals are going to respond to the stimuli. So all of you know that when you think of food, what will happen, or when you thought of food, or when you smell the food, mouth watering we observe. Is it not, children? So that naturally it is happening. So lunch time. So you feel very much hungry. Is it not? So here he has conducted an experiment on dogs. Okay, Ivan Pavlov, Russian scientist, he conducted experiments on dog to show the animal behavior, how the dogs are going to show response to the different stimuli. So what he has done every day is to feed the dogs. Okay, so whenever the time comes for that, the dog was feeling mouth watering, salivation, it was observed. Okay, so what he has done, he used to give the bell and he used to provide the food. So what he has done, he gave the bell, but he could not provide the food. So as the dog was listening, the bell ringing, it was under impression that it is going to be given with the food. So then salivation started. Is it clear to you? So this made Ivan Pavlov how these animals are going to respond by learning, children. So that one, it is an example of conditioning, and Ivan Pavlov's experiments on dog has given elaborate what is that so Ivan Pavlov's experiments which were conducted on dogs gave other scientists to do research more and more how the animals are going to behave in different situations.